in case it works out, we'll record this, and if it doesn't, we'll delete. But in my, let's see if I can get this close enough. Oh, can you see that? Yes? Oh, okay. The Quan Yin Oracle, and it's a book and cards, and the author of the text in here is Alana Fairchild, and the artwork is absolutely stunning. If anybody in our subscribers is interested in working with these cards, the artist is Zen Hao, H-A-O, and the artwork is stunning. But I drew a card several days ago, and I've been working with it, and she's so evolved and so succinct in her writing that I thought I would just read it to you. The card is here, is Mother Fierce. And if you can see her, she has many, many, many arms, and they're all holding hands in mudra. So I thought that was amazing after giving our little workshop on mudras, mantras, and asana. But this is so supportive and so profound that I wanted to share it with you, and then we'll just kind of work with it throughout our practice this morning. So the name of it is Mother Fierce. And just a little bit of backstory. Years ago, when I was teaching in Loudonville, I guided a meditation and during Savasana, and we ended up going to a cave and met Black Panther mother there. And I had all these synchronicities, seeing Black Panthers everywhere. And it ended up my getting a job with the Cleveland Clinic teaching yoga there for several years. So this reminds me of the fierceness. The Black Panther is the fiercest of all the big cats. And when she shows up in your life like that, she is then your power animal and protector, or protector-ess. And so this, I had been studying about that story and all of the synchronicity. And then this card came up. So I feel like they're similar energy, although this is Quan Yin and that's Black Panther, but the fierceness that they refer to is very similar. So drawing this card, Mother Fierce is your guardian. Nothing can penetrate the passionate fire of her fearless love. Your safety is assured, beloved. In the midst of any apparent challenge or threat, no matter how frightening it may seem, and no matter how insecure you might feel about taking a step on your spiritual path into more power, know that you are safe, you are protected, you are loved. Beloved, you have been growing spiritually, and sometimes this evokes responses from others. The responses may be loving and affirming, encouraging and validating. Many will choose to be inspired by your growth. Sometimes, however, lower vibrational responses will arise, which might be fearful, insecure, jealous, or angry. These responses arise so that they can be healed. The healing for you is in how you choose to allow yourself to shine and not be diminished by the healing process of another. I don't know if you can relate to this, but have you ever had someone that was approaching you with diminishment? And sometimes we give our power away, and sometimes we use it for accessing greater power. So for the other person, the one that's in the lower vibration, their healing is their journey, and you have offered them a great service. Know that you do not need to be afraid, nor do you need to hold yourself back out of fear. There is nothing that escapes the notice of beloved Mother Quan Yin. Let me repeat that. There is nothing that escapes the notice of beloved Mother Quan Yin. As a divine mother of fierce compassion and protection, she sees all, knows all, blesses all. She can lift you beyond fear and threat into a place of unity with divine love that secures you against any would-be threat and delivers you into peace. For you to benefit the most from her protection, you need to trust in her light and realize that she is shining through your own inner light, that she and you are one in truth. So, you know, we hear about Jesus or other masters or the cosmos that knows all, sees all, hears all, blesses all. So she is one with that, and so are we. So from this perspective, you can realize that you always have the right to say no to any energy of fear or doubt that seeks to cause you harm. Harm comes from a lower vibration. It does not need to be feared, but it does need to be responded to with assertiveness and compassion. Quan Yin now helps you retain your inner peace in the face of any lower vibrational energy so that you can be kind and accepting of the divine essence in all of existence, no matter how heavily veiled that divinity appears to be, and yet also remain assertive that only unconditionally loving vibrations are welcome in your energy field. Excuse me, I have to cough. So there's a healing here with Mother Fierce. So if you want to use this as part of your centering, oh, I didn't bring my clock down. I have to use my phone. So for the healing with Mother Fierce, sit comfortably and say aloud, and I'll read this slowly, so if you want to repeat it out loud, or if you prefer nonverbal, you know, mental, that's fine. I call upon the unconditional love and divine protection of Quan Yin as the fierce mother now. I'll repeat that. I call upon the unconditional love and divine protection of Quan Yin as the fierce mother now. Perceive or intend that there is a huge ring of fire within which is a beautiful goddess seated in meditative pose with many arms fanning wide and with many all-seeing faces. She sees, protects, and blesses in all directions. Imagine that her heart chakra burns with peaceful fire in the center of her being, and you can step into her heart now. If you can just imagine that, it's quite a wonderful experience. Imagine any fear or threat, any insecurity or attack being burned away in the brightness of her heart. Feel the peace within her heart and the peace within you. Say aloud, I surrender into the heart light and protection of the Divine Mother, fierce with love and compassion. No harm can penetrate her peace. Om Mani Padme Hum. So if you imagine that standing in her heart center with her heart fire burning, burning away fear, doubt, and covering you in protection. And when we step into that heart love ourselves, this is where we can say, I am safe from all harm. So this brings us into a higher vibration, and the lower vibrations cannot touch us. It's just not possible. We may observe it, but we do not need to be dragged into it or diminished by it. So just sit for a couple of breaths and consider how you resonate with this Mother Fierce or anything covered in the text. I'm also going to suggest that if you picture her, Quan Yin, with those many arms and all-seeing faces, see her in your own heart chakra. You are in her heart, she is in yours, full circle. And then relax and bring your focus to the pace of your breath, the pattern. Quan Yin and Mother Mary are very similar in energy. Quan Yin is a Bodhisattva. Notice your mind and body. It's such a busy time of the year. check and see if there's an impact on you. Check your nervous system, your mental activity, your emotions, expectations. And scan your body for sensations where it might be requesting attention during your yoga practice this morning. And then bring your hands into mudra, Padma mudra, with your index finger and thumbs together. Just bring your elbows out and fingertips towards each other. And then breathe as you take your arms out and up overhead. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe in that fire from the heart center. Breathe out, releasing all doubt, all fear at the deepest level. And one more round. Breathing up. Breathing in heart fire. Releasing doubt and fear. All right. So as I was sitting here, I think Quan Yin is speaking to me because I have her statue that I love. All right. So just starting with your head, lower your chin down towards your chest and relax your head forward. Your shoulders can droop a little if they need to. And then just take your left ear over towards your left shoulder. Turn your nose forward. Allow your neck to stretch very gently, no forcing. Let it relax. If you need to come out of the stretch and go back in, that will ease into the stretch. And then roll your chin down towards your chest and take your right ear over to your right shoulder. And now go back over to the other side and just continue to move in a pendulum swing very gently, on your neck, loosening and warming it up. It's a vulnerable area since it carries the weight of all these brains on top of your neck and shoulders. Now, the next time you come over to your left shoulder, allow your head gently to roll all the way around. Lift your chin, open your throat chakra. We'll go around 3 times. And when your chin comes back down to your chest, we'll reverse 3 times in the other direction. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Ending with your chin down at your chest. And just bring your palms onto the mat in front of you and allow your body to curl. So bring your chin down to your chest, round your upper back, middle back, lower back. You can come down towards your feet if your body feels okay with that right now. If you're not warmed up enough, we will be soon. Then lift back up. Hold on to your knees, go to the back, lift your chin, chest, ribs, navel. Pull your shoulder blades down and come to center. Chin to your chest, roll forward. Hands on the mat in front of you just to provide support. Come down. Roll back up. Hold on to your knees. Lift your chin, chest, ribs, abdomen, navel. And then just come back to center. Lean back and stretch out your legs. Shake out your knees. Some windshield wipers. And circles. Loosen in your ankles. Bring some energy down into your feet. And reverse. And press the back of your legs against the mat, against the ground. Bring your hands in mudra, holding up your, first 2 fingers, index and long finger. Take your arms out, touch the ground, the mat, the ground. Allow any tension, any anxiety, any restlessness to drain out through your arms and hands. In Bu Mudra or Bhumi Mudra. And then just relax your hands. Now squeeze your toes and stretch them out. Squeeze and stretch, open them wide. All right. Now bring your Feet onto the mat, knees vertical. Reach your arms forward, just parallel to the floor. Breathe. And breathe out as you lean back. Just keep your head in line with your shoulders, just natural. You don't have to bring your chin down. Lean back. Breathe and come forward, kind of like you're rowing a boat. Breathe out, pull back, forward, and back, forward, and back. Hold here. Breathe forward. Breathe out, pull back, hold. Lift your toes off the mat. Take your knees to one side and the arms to the other side. Hold, breathe. And other side. Knees over, arms beyond your knees. And come back to center. Lift your arms overhead. Feel how that changes things. What do you notice? Take your arms out to the side. How does that feel? What's the energy like? Do you feel like your heart's open here? Now bring your feet down, hands on your shins, and rest a moment. We'll separate our feet just hip width and work with a couple of cat stretches. Breathe and center, reach up, open your crown center, and melt into seated child's pose. Pull back away from your knees and emerge forward. Lift your chin, chest, arch in your back. Contract those muscles. That's your inhale. Breathe out. Curl in. Navel to spine. And now we'll come back to center. Reach your arms forward. Lean back. Bring your feet together again. Lift your shins, the low legs parallel to the floor. Lift your arms overhead. See how that feels. What changes? Arms out to the side. And bring your feet down. Hold on to shins. Another couple of did I say child's pose before? Not child's pose. Seated cat. Lift in your spine. Breathe out. Curl in. Breathe as you lift up into the arching cat. Arch your back. Breathe out. Use your Ujjayi breath, ocean sounding breath. And breathe in. And back to center. Reach your arms forward, lean back. Lift your toes off the floor. Lift your low legs up parallel to the floor. And if you're ready for it, lift your legs all the way up into upward boat. Bring your arms slowly up overhead. Hold on your tailbone. Feel your core muscles. Don't lose it. Take your arms out to the side. How does this feel? What do you notice? And bring your legs into easy pose. Lift up and hinge forward in your hips down towards the floor. Press up, lean back, switch your feet. Breathe. Lean forward, bending in your hips. Breathe out. And lift up. Now just swing your arms, bend your elbows, loosen up in your elbows, circle around maybe if that works for you. And bring it down into your wrists, circle. And squeeze in, make a fist, open, fingers wide. Squeeze in, out, in, out. All right. And just come up onto the balls of your feet. A few rocks forward and back. A little extra stretch for the Achilles tendon and the toes. All right, and lift up. Now I'm going to turn forward for this one. Now, securing yourself with hands on the floor, lean over and bring your left leg. See if you can bring your foot up onto your thigh like you would in Foursquare. Okay. Center. Bring your hands into Bu Mudra on the floor. Shoulders down. Flex the front foot, or the top foot, I should say. Hold here. Hold your mudra. Send energy down into the earth. Connect with Earth Mother. Now that top leg, extend it out. Press your hands down and lift your hips up. Bend your front knee and extend back into sun pose. Did you get that? I hope I didn't confuse you. All right. For a twist, place your right hand on the floor, lift up, reach, open into a twist. And come back down. And optional, turning toes under on the back foot and lift your back knee into full sun pose. Lift your chin, honoring the sun and that spiritual fire in the heart center. Now lift up and take your left leg back. Stretching your calves a little bit more here and in between plank and down dog, wherever works for you. Press your heels away. Okay, so now bring the left foot forward, lower your hips, bring the right leg through, support yourself with your hands, secure yourself, and then just lift that right leg up onto the left knee, the thigh. Just work with your body like a four square. Flex that top foot, center. Try to lift up as much as you can. Bring your hands into Bhu Mudra and let any tension, toxins, restlessness, anxiety drain out through your fingertips. Connect again with Mother Earth. Feel what your body's doing. Maybe focus on a spot to help you with your balance. Center. And now take that right leg, stretch it forward, bend the knee, bring your palms forward and stretch your left leg back. Knee can be down. Lengthen out in that back leg. Press down in your left hand. We'll come into our twist. Reach up. Open the heart, open the shoulder into a nice twist. And bring your hand back down. And again, optional, coming fully into sun pose. Nice stretch for your psoas. Good preparation for our warrior poses. All right, press your palms into the ground. Take that leg back. Come into downward facing dog. Stretch it out. Notice how your shoulders feel. How do your core muscles feel after your ab work this morning? If you feel a little tight in the calves, just lift up onto the balls of your feet. Breathe. And release any tension as you lower down and breathe out. Lift, breathe. Lower, breathe out. All right. And breathe your left leg forward towards sun pose. But we're going to come up into our warrior one. So press firmly through the soles of your feet. Lift. Bring your arms up overhead. Reach. Lift up and back. You can look up towards the ceiling. Open the shoulders. Press back. Lengthen in your arms. Now bring palms together in front of your heart. Press the long finger pads together and fold in all the other fingers and draw thumb pads together, creating Vajra Mudra. Bring your thumbs to your solar plexus. This helps to build strength, self-esteem, courage. This is our fire center here, third chakra. And release the mudra, reach for the floor, step back into down dog. Stretch your heels down, tilt your hips up. Breathe your right leg forward. Align. Lift up into warrior one. Arms overhead. Reach. Relax into the pose. Perfecting your alignment. Lifting up out of your hips. Going to the back if you're able. And come to center. Bring palms down over your heart. Come into Vajra Mudra. Long fingers together, finger pads together. Fold in all your other fingers. Thumb pads touch and point down. Bring your thumbs into your solar plexus chakra. Balancing it, cleansing it. Deepening your self-esteem, your strength. And then just bring palms together, pull back and step it in. Pause. All right. So you can turn sideways on your mat. We'll come into warrior two for opening our hips. I'm just going to step out since I have mine turned sideways. I guess getting warm now. All right, palms in center. Breathe, arms up overhead. And burst into your five-pointed star. Turn your palms down. All right, with your right leg turned out, the left leg, heel is out, toes in. Align your hips forward, breathe. Breathe out. Breathe in, some vinyasa moves. Breathe out. And if you need to widen your stance here, take this as an opportunity. Breathe out. Keep pressing down in that back hip. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hold your pose. Gaze over the fingertips, over the bent knee. Continue to press through the soles of your feet, grounding in Earth Mother, drawing her energy up into your body. She feeds us. Deepen your pose. Legs are active. Continue to open the back hip, rotating that thigh around into the back. So you're opening. Press down in both feet, come into center. If you need to relax your arms and shoulders here, you can do that, but turn your feet to the other side. Breathe, breathe out, breathe it in and out. And out, and hold your pose. Gaze off towards the horizon, pressing down in the back hip and rotating, wrapping that thigh around to the back. Deepen your pose. Perfect your alignment. And press down in both feet. Bring the knee back in and relax your shoulders. Turn both feet forward and circle around in your shoulders. Loosen them up. Reverse direction. Bring arms around, interlace fingers, stretch your arms away. Open the chest, the shoulders, the abdomen. Take in your breath, reach up through your crown. Now engage your legs. Bring your hands down behind you towards the floor. Open the front of your body. Stretch the work we did in our abs. Press down in your feet. Lift to center, breathe. And hinge forward in your hips. Lift your arms. Come into a stretch for the back of your legs. Release your hands. Reach forward, coming forward onto your mat. Come into down dog. Draw your left knee forward. Bring the foot forward for pigeon. Hips forward. Reach back with the back leg. Feel the delicious stretch in your hip, in your psoas muscles. Lift up, shoulder blades down. Bring your left hand forward. Bend your right knee and reach for it for a thigh stretch. We held our warrior poses for a bit, so just bring it in. Stretch out your work. And release your leg down. Come back into your pigeon. And walk your hands forward. Come down over your legs for a moment. Just roll side to side. If there's tightness in the hip or a little pain, just ease in and out of the stretch, honoring the sensation. All right. Bring your palms back onto the floor. Toes under on the back leg, down dog. And come forward with the right leg. Bring the foot forward, wherever it'll come. Align your hips forward. Compare this side to the other, the first side. Press down in your fingertips or palms. Lift your heart and keep rotating the hips to the front. Breathe. Relax. Reach. Now sit on that right hip. Bend your left knee. Reach for it. Stretch out your thigh. Breathe. And release your leg down. Come back into your pigeon. Hip bones pointing forward. Reach up and back wherever your body will allow. And bring your arms forward. Relax over your leg. Continue to breathe your cleansing breaths. All right, now bring your palms back onto the floor. Lean onto your right hip and leg. Bring the back leg around to the front. Prepare for Savasana. Socks, blankets, pillows, bolsters, whatever you're working with today. Get comfortable. Come down onto your back. Be sure to roll hips under, shoulder blades, roll them under. Let it all go now. You've earned this relaxation. And as you relax down, a prayer for the fierce mother. Take me into your heart, beloved Quan Yin, fierce with love, where the pure fire of peace burns eternally. May I be blessed with peace and protection now and always. May I feel the loving protection of your consciousness within my own heart. Om Shanti, beloved. Om Mani Padme Hum. Relax down into that peacefulness. Now slowly start to come back with your awareness to the room, aware of your body, the floor and the earth underneath you. Whatever level of peacefulness you've achieved, relaxation, savor this, remember it, and you can start at this point from memory for your next meditation or relaxation. Protection is usually assigned to the father, the human father protects his family. The lion protects his pride. But mother is a fierce protector. And the divine mother protects us with that fierceness of love for her child. Know you are safe. And in that knowing, start to bring movement back into your body, grounding in that belief, that knowing, wiggling fingers and toes, taking your head side to side if you wish. Slide your feet together and lift your knees up in a stretch. Come over to one side. Press up into sitting. Since we're working with the heart chakra, bring your hands into Lotus Mudra, palms together, press pinky fingers and thumbs together. Open the other fingers. Bring it to your heart, your chest. Sealing in the benefits, the peacefulness, the divine love and light. And then bringing palms together. Anjali Mudra. May bliss flow through you all day long. Om Shanti. Namaste, everybody.
Well, that ab workout was very good. I liked it.
Oh, good.
I couldn't do it all, but, and oh, you gave me such a laugh. And it's like, what's that pelican thing you want me to try and do? Lift what up my knee onto my other knee? And it's like,
Was
nah,
that a challenge?
it was a challenge.
It was for me too. It was just playing with it. Okay.
Yep. Oh, I'll give it a try.
Good for you.